Hello students of class 12, hope you are all doing well. So today in this video we will again go through one sum which is a type of standard deviation. Now in the previous video I have discussed about one of the sum of standard deviation which is for individual series, or we can say ungrouped data, but that sum we do not have any frequency, so we can say that was a sum for ungrouped data without frequency. Here we have frequency, as you can see. So this is also the sum for ungrouped data or individual series, but this sum we have frequency. Okay, now in this sum, in the previous sum I have discussed that when we should change the origin when the values of the variable will be large, but here you can see that the values of the variables is small, so we can use the normal method. But what happens if we use the normal method after doing the multiplication, that is x into f, for we will get 24, then 15 into 12 we will get 60. That number will come very large, and if we take, and we need to take the square of that number because it's needed in the, it's there in the formula. So then again the sum, calculation of the sum will become complex. So for that reason, here also in this sum we will shift the origin. Now it is not mandatory that you have to do this for each and every sum. You can also apply the original formula without changing the origin, but here I will shift the origin for my convenience to make the calculation more easier. Okay, now, and I have also discussed which number should we take as origin. A number which is not very large, not very small, somewhere a number which lies somewhere in the middle. So here we will consider uh, 7 as origin. As you can see, 4 is the smallest number and 10 is the highest number. So 7 is a number which lies in between, so we will consider 7 as the origin. Okay, so now we will define another variable y, which is x minus 5, that is after changing the origin. See, if we minus 4 minus 5, if we do 4 minus, sorry, 7, it will be 7, right? 4 minus 7 is minus 3, 5 minus 7 is minus 2, 6 minus 7 is 1, 7 minus 7 is 0, 8 minus 7 is 1, 9 minus 7 is 2, again 10 minus 7 is 3. Okay, now you can see the variables have become way smaller, right? So if I want to take the squares of this one, so this will be what? 9, this is 4, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 4, this is 9, right? So now we need what? Fy square, fy and fy square both. Now for this reason, fy square, for this reason, if we have taken this, not if we have not shifted the origin and just done the sum with these numbers only, then fy and fy square would have came a large number. Okay, so to avoid that thing we have done this thing. Okay, we have actually shifted the origin. So now fy will be how much? Fy, which is f, this is f and this is y. So if we multiply the number, we will get minus 18, then 12 minus 2, it is 24, then 15 minus 1 is minus 15, 28 into 0 is 0, then 20 into plus 1, that is 20, then 14 into 2 is 28, then 5 into 3 is 15, right? Now fy square, fy square is this one and this one, 6 into 9. Okay, now if we have not done that, we would have taken the squares of this number, like 16. If we have not shifted the origin, we would have taken the squares of this number, that is 16, 25, then 36. Then we have to multiply that 16 with this 6, 25 with this 12, then the number would have become very large, and at the end the calculation would have become very complex. So for that reason, to make this thing smaller and this thing smaller, we have shifted the origin. so that the calculation becomes easier. Now I'm again saying that this is not mandatory that you have to shift the origin each and every time, but if you do that, your calculation becomes easier. Okay, so fd square is which? Fd square, yes, 6 into 9, this is 54, then 12 into 4, that is 48, then 15 into 1, that is 15, 28 into 0, that is 0, 20 into 1, that is 20, 14 into 4, that is 56, then 5 into 9, which is 45. Now we have to add this up. Which column? This column. If we add all these add up, if we add all these up, we will get n is equals to 100. If we add all these up, we need not need this actually. If we add all these up, fy, we will get 6. Okay, actually summation fy, we can write this as summation fy is 6. Okay, and this one, if we add this up, we will get 238. Okay, 238. Okay, it's 238. Okay, so how many observations are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 observations are there. So here my n is 7. Okay, so I hope this part is clear. So if I write which is needed, n is 100, fy is how much? It's 6, and fy square is 238. Okay, and I am rubbing this part. I don't require this now. I have already done the calculation. Now I have to just put the formula and find the answer. Now as it is a group data, ungrouped data with frequency, we would use the formula which is with frequency. Okay, so what will be the formula? This will be sigma y is root over of summation fy square by n minus minus summation fy by n whole square. Okay, so what is my n is 100. Yes, n is the summation of the frequency column, the whole frequency column. If we add this up, we will get n as 100. Okay, so what is the value of my fy square? It was 238. And what is n? N is 100. And what is the value of, now in this I have done I have found out the SD directly. That's why I have put the square root. If I would have not given the square root here, then I have to write it as sigma square. That becomes a variance. Okay, and if I write it as, if I directly put the square root, then it is the SD. Okay, so it is how much? It is 6 by 100 whole square. Okay, so if you calculate, this will become how much? 2.38, and this will become 0.06 whole square, right? So this is ultimately you will get 2.38, and this will become 36 then 00, yes, 0.0036, which is somewhat like 2.3764. If we square root this, we will get something like 1.541. Now sigma x will be equals to sigma y, that is 1.541. Why? Because if we change the origin, then there will be no effect in the SD. So whatever will be the value of sigma x, that will be the value of sigma y, even if we change the origin. Okay, so this was the sum for the individual series when we will be having the frequency. Okay, I hope you have understood this sum. Yes, so that's all for this video. Thank you.